Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Astronaut Academy, Zero Gravity, the first volume in the series from Dave Roman and published by First Second. Now, this graphic novel came out years ago. I actually think I have an original copy, the first printing of this. It's out in a new edition. It's been slightly updated with more updated colors. And the reason is we get the third volume debuting this week. So we get new printings of the first, second, and the debut of the third all in 1 week for those who want to check out Astronaut Academy. This is an interesting graphic novel series geared more towards younger readers, and it's pretty solid stuff. It's entertaining, it's cute, it's fun. Really, I think geared towards, I'd say, young readers. Like, this is, to me, like 7-ish, 6-ish, 7-ish. The series kind of revolves around Astronaut Academy. It's kind of like a space station. Kids go and learn there. The main character is named Hakata Soy, and then he's got some issues that kind of come up in his past that, I don't want to say threaten, but everyone kind of has to deal with. But the reason I say this is really geared towards younger readers, in a good way, that's not a bad thing at all, is that the graphic novel is broken up into a lot of short chapters. So it's a lot of short stories and kind of gags, whatever you want to call it, revolving around a character. It goes on for maybe 4 or 5 pages, stuff like that, and then goes on to another character, another character, another character. And what's cool is it ties together. A lot of it ties together. Not all of it ties together, but a lot of it ties together. And, it allows, I would say, younger readers to, one, get used to kind of narrative and reading and that sort of stuff and an ongoing story, but also allows them to read a little bit at a time. They don't have to go and keep on reading this big story that they have to remember. They can read a couple chapters, whatever you want to call it, a couple chapters is probably the best, and then come back to it maybe like the next day or whatever. So you don't have this really, really long chapter that they have to read. Instead, it's, maybe 5-10 pages of the graphic novel story, which I think is really solid for, again, young readers who are kind of learning about that sort of thing. And it's about younger kids. It's kind of a cute, fun, sci-fi story, about students and, the relationships and how they get along and stuff like that. It's good. Like, I don't remember reading this when this first came out. I'll be completely honest. It's been many, many years. I mean, this has probably been, I don't even know when this was first released, but I'm going to go with at least probably close to 10 years. That might be about right? I'm trying to guess roughly off the top of my head. It's interesting is like the writing itself also feels very geared towards younger kids. There's just a pattern to it, a dialogue that I would say it doesn't flow, it's not natural, but it's something where if kids were learning to read, it's probably what they need, if that makes sense. I've noticed this in a lot of the books geared towards my younger daughter, is that, the dialogue just, it feels awkward as an adult. But for kids who are learning words and to sound stuff out, it seems like it's right. Like, this is probably something that is well thought out. And the funniest is I don't think I could give examples of this at all. So you can check out the art. Kind of takes us through stuff pretty simple in the beginning, and then we get more into kind of the comic sense of this. I think this is a really good, like, my first graphic novel for kids, if that makes sense. Like, it's definitely geared towards younger readers in a good way, in a really good way. And I think what's going to be really interesting, this gives you a really good sense of the art, is going to be how it evolves over the 3 volumes. Does it grow with its readers, or does it kind of stay in the same style? So overall, like, I think it's good. It's geared towards younger readers. It's just a good thing. It's a massive audience, and they're always looking for some really cool stuff to read. So, well worth checking out. I would get it. I thought this was a really, really cute graphic novel, and I enjoyed reading it. And, maybe I'll be able to go and sit my daughter down and have her be able to enjoy it as well. It's out now of the previous editions. This edition comes out April 6th, I believe. It hits bookstores on April 7th. In comic shops, if you want the updated version, you can get all 3 at the same time. We'll have links to this updated version underneath where you can go get it. But more importantly, we've got links to your comic shop. You can go put in your zip code, tell the shops near you, no shop, no problem. Then we've got the links where you can purchase it. They're affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, so thank you. Speaking of support, I want to thank First Second for hooking us up with this review copy. Appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into graphic novels, if you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.